Hey, awesomes. Corey here again, talking to you about WRT 1050 Composition 1 here at Oakland University. So we're going to dive right in. Excuse me, on this video, we're going to talk about kind of the course, a little bit of the course overview, and we'll talk a little bit about, of course, the syllabus a little bit. So I'm going to come down here in the corner, and I've already pulled up the, so here we are in our main page, is kind of here in the background, if you will. And if you click on course syllabus, course syllabus will pop up here in a little pop-up screen. Of course, you can choose to download it if you would like. That's totally up to you. But I just want to hit a few highlights. Obviously, we are 100% online, this semester, so everything will be done virtually. I'll try to meet with you as much as I possibly can virtually. So if you need something or would like to meet with me, please do not hesitate to ask. We'll do that by appointment. We can do it Zoom, Google Meets. I've been doing a lot of FaceTime as well, so I'm open to just about anything, whatever's easiest for you, and I'll do my best to accommodate you. Okay, so we have the standard fare here, talking about what we're going to talk about kind of in 1050. A lot of what we're going to talk about is analyzing rhetorical situations. I'm going to talk about the writing process. We're going to talk a lot about just kind of developing your writing skills necessary for your next writing class, as well as your other classes here at Oakland and wherever you might go. So we're going to develop some really cool reading strategies we'll talk about as we go on through the course. Your required text is The Grizz Writes, A Guide to First Year Writing at Oakland University. I understand that they have an online version or something like that that you might be able to get. I think you can get through the bookstore. Let me know if you have any trouble finding that. Something I do want to mention here, using Moodle and other technologies, have a good backup plan. I know it's really difficult right now for all of us, but over the next 14, 15 weeks together, we'll kind of want to be thinking about how we can make sure to not, we don't want to lose our work, make sure we have a good Wi-Fi connection, and these type of things, right? So I always think about having a backup plan. I've got one here at my apartment as well. If something, heaven forbid, should happen right here in my apartment, I have another relative that I can go to that's in a different part of town in case I have an outage here. So just think about things like that too. And of course, obviously keep things in the cloud. I don't know if anybody or I don't think any laptops even come with like the USB ports in them anymore. I don't know, like Chromebooks and stuff like that are so popular. But think about a cloud drive or something like that to kind of help you back up your work when you're, because we're doing everything online and sometimes it doesn't always work. And here's some good technology help if you do run into any issues from Moodle. Here's Moodle. You can go to moodle.oakland.edu and some good resources there. You can read over the academic conduct policy. Obviously, don't plagiarize. Let's all be cool when we're participating in discussion board posts and things like that. Let's be respectful to each other, and we're going to be just fine, okay? So I do say we're going to be peer reviewing and sharing our work and stuff like that, so it's all good. When you post things on discussion boards, other people are going to be reading it and stuff like that. I'll be reading it, of course, giving you feedback. So just FYI. We're going to use videos, discussion boards, and some things like that, online, and some other things that we're going to, of course, we're going to do some digital writing at the end of the semester. Excuse me. So here's kind of the, probably what you're more interested in of what do I got to do. All right. So we're going to start off with a rhetorical analysis, and that'll be fun. I love rhetoric. Rhetoric is going to be fun. We'll talk about the writing process starting next week, and then start talking about rhetoric and what it means to rhetorically analyze something. Then you get an opportunity to kind of think about writing in your field. Perhaps you're initially just thinking about some ways that you can get into what your major might be and what kind of different areas of entry points and stuff like that that might be available to you. So writing in your field will be an interesting essay for us to kind of think about. Then we're going to take that and put that into like a multimodal essay. So get to do something a little different other than just typing paragraphs and essays. And we'll have some online class activities. We'll have 8 to 10. I think there are 8 or 10 of those Moodle class activities that we'll be doing throughout the semester. Some peer reviews are kind of mixed in with those as well. Those will be like in the form of discussion forums. We'll do some reflective screencasts along the way, and then your final portfolio, reflective essay along with your screencast. And we'll talk about what all that means, but it'll be a lot of fun. The grading scale here, here's how I'm kind of overall evaluate your work from A's to down through those. And then just some other kind of general information is right here. And of course, on the syllabus too, I do provide us with kind of an overall view of kind of what to expect every single week, what's due every single week. And this is obviously subject to change. I'll try to keep straight with this, especially for the first 3 weeks. And if we need to make any changes or whatever, of course, I will let you know. All right, so that's kind of the overview, the highlights of the course. So main things to kind of keep in mind and to think about for this weekend, really, kind of read through the course syllabus. Let me know if you have any questions. Do pay attention to the week 1 objectives, readings, and assignments. Kind of become familiar. We're going to introduce ourselves. This is, I kind of already put the welcome video up. I'll put the course introduction video, what we'll call this, the course introduction. I'd like you to look over the syllabus and then participate in the week 1 discussion forum. Remember too there that the week 1 discussion forum does have 2 parts to it. All right. So the first part is introduce yourself, right? And think about these and some ideas and things like that you want to talk about, what's on the top of your mind. And talk about what's going on in the world, et cetera, et cetera. Being an online class, situation. And then get those by Friday. And then over the weekend, read a couple of your peers and kind of think about how we can formulate that into like kind of a discussion, a discussion, how we can respond and kind of get to know everybody in our class. Okay. And then, so every single time you come in, the first time you come in here, when you make your initial post by tomorrow night, just add a new discussion topic, and then you'll be good to go. And put your discussion topic in right down here, subject, maybe put your name, and then write out and then post. And then once you post, you'll be able to see the other posts. Then you can go in and read them over the weekend and respond to your peers. I know that's a lot, but let's just give it a go, as they say, right? All right, this is kind of our weekend to familiarize ourselves, get to know me a little bit, kind of get to know each other, as well as kind of get to know Moodle, right? Understand how Moodle works, and that we'll still have some, I'm sure some fits and starts with that over the next several weeks as we can all get used to it. So if you have any trouble, though, anything comes up that you need, just do not hesitate to let me know. You guys take care. You stay safe, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now.